And we're joined, of course, by Packers President, CEO Mark Murphy. 10 years since you first pitched this idea. It's starting to take shape pretty rapidly behind you.
Yeah.
Has it gone fast for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Although, it's funny. It seems like just yesterday we put up the countdown clock in the atrium. that was a year ago. But now it's exciting, and to know that it's in 4 days now we'll be hosting it now.
NFL takes over. I mean, this is their show. So all the time that you spent on the bid and the planning and getting the NFL to accept it, is this now kind of a little bit like sending your kids off to college? You've done all the work and now you're kind of in an advisory role, or maybe somebody just moves into your house and takes over without signing the Airbnb
I hadn't thought of it
agreement?
that way, Chris. That's and I've sent 4 kids off to college. They're on their own. No, I mean, we're still very involved, but it is a league's event, and but I think we have a great partnership with the league, and we both want to make sure that this is a very special event. And for us, this is really for the community now. We wanted it. This will be. We know we'll never host Super Bowl, so this is
Right.
this is
This is your Super Bowl.
This is it. Yeah.
So in your mind's eye, as this started to come together over the years, did you ever envision what you're seeing now? And is there something that has popped up here in the last couple of days where you thought, wow, I never even considered that?
Yeah, the magnitude of it, it's certainly changed over the years. I mean, when we first started applying and requesting and asking the league to take a look at it, it wasn't what it is now. I mean, obviously, I think 50 years in New York, and then when they started taking on the road, and it's unbelievable. The popularity of the draft really kind of brings together the popularity of college football and the NFL, and it continues to grow. Obviously, we anticipate to be roughly 250,000 people, less than were in Detroit last year, but I think relatively the impact here will be more significant. Just because we're a much smaller community than Detroit.
Well, that community aspect of it and the history, obviously, of the franchise and the stadium, those are all things you wanted to sell to the NFL in your pitch to get them to bring the draft here.
Yeah.
So from all the plans that you've seen and everything that's scheduled, have they done the job honoring that you hope they would?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
How so?
I think, well, and when you come, a lot of it you'll see, but it really does. Well, first of all, Lambeau Field is front and center, and we kind of live here every day and we take it for granted, but it's to football fans across the world, it's a must-see. So that really is key. And then I think the history and tradition of the Packers, that's really going to be front and center as well. And we would not be hosting the draft were it not for the Titletown development.
Right.
And then farther behind us, behind the stage here, the Rush Expo. That's really
That kind of
was
sealed
key
the
as
deal
well.
for all this, right?
Yeah.
When that finally came to fruition. So we talk about honoring the tradition and stuff. Is it true that you and Roger are going to be riding bikes on Saturday? Is that actually happening? Where is that going to happen? Is that like out here?
It's a bike parade. You'll have to come and see,
All right.
Chris. Yeah. No, that's another thing that's obviously very unique to the Packers. And, to me, that's kind of the special connection that we have with our fans. We get them started early. They're bike kids and more likely to end up becoming, rabid fans.
So that's, I was curious about that because you are, one of the draws for this is, and you said this years ago, was a lot of people don't ever get a chance to come here for games. It's hard to get tickets to come to a game. So you are now opening up something to an audience and a market that hasn't previously had a chance to do this. How will you track success in that area after this is all done?
Well, we've actually already started with the NFL One Pass. If you haven't downloaded that yet, do
We
it.
keep telling everybody that for sure.
So that, and I think the success, obviously, we want to have people have a great time here and have a great experience. But I think the way we'll measure it is, down the road. If more people are coming to Green Bay, vacationing here, coming here not only for games but throughout the whole year, realizing that there's so much to do here. I've said it's really, to me, it's going to be not just a 3-day, but it's a full week commercial for Green Bay and Wisconsin, and what a great place it is to not only live but to come visit.
How will you enjoy I know you obviously have the bike parade on Saturday, but will you try and get out, roam around a little bit on Thursday and Friday?
Oh, yeah.
I know you'll have rolls,
Sure.
but will you also just kind of stroll and take
Yeah,
it in and kind of keep your ear out there and see what other
Hopefully
people
they'll
are
let me
saying?
walk through. I don't know. No, it's
If you have the one
absolutely.
pass
I mean,
mark, you can do it.
I've already over the last few weeks when they're setting up, it's been a fascinating process to watch. It's it's pretty clear this is not the league's first rodeo. They've done this before.
Terrific, Mark. Well, enjoy the week. Congratulations, on it's finally here.
Oh, thanks, Chris.